Alright, this is a freebie update. We are going to take a look at our latest models from Weatherbell, and we might take a peek at Joe's forecast. So let's take a look. And he has the prelim, ironically, out. So again, this is Joe Bastardi's November through March 2026-2027 winter temperature forecast. As you can see there, his analog years are 57, 58, 65, 66, 72, 73, 82, 83, 91, 92, 97, 98, 2015, 16, 23, 24. So those are all of his years in his analog matching his map, quite of course. Winter precip, snow, which I don't agree with, but we'll go with that for now. Again, the snowiest places in Texas, New Mexico, and the Four Corners region, also snowy in the southern portion of the USA. Now, I agree with that, but I think it'll be, again, I'm saying a Great Lakes Midwest winter and a Northeast winter. I'm adding that to his forecast. Then he goes through specific totals for each city, which is kind of cool and convenient and nice and all that. He goes into a little bit about the MJO, which I'm not as educated on the MJO as he is, so I won't go into that. January through March is his 500 millibar pattern, and looks like this. Here's the predecessors following. Weaker analog years are 1958, 66, 73, 83, 92, 98. And what he says is 2015-16, the MJO went into colder phases as the coldest, stormiest part of the winter showed up. So, in other words, when we had that major Super El Nino year, winter showed up late, but it did show up. Okay, let's read this. This is key. 97-98 was a warm winter for most. Okay. 2, 91 and 92 produced a short-lived cold period, but overall warm winter. 3, 82-83 had one blizzard in February. 4, 72-73 was almost snowless in the east, but a big winter in the south, which matches his forecast quite nicely. 95, 99, or 65, 66 both wound up colder for January through March and had legendary storms. So again, he adds this quote, which is very important too. So there is quite a variance in these types of winters, but usually the northern part of the nation has the warmest weather relative to normal. The analogs below will show that. The bottom line is the colder part of the winter is expected to be later rather than in December. And I remember I've always said that February, coldest month, which matches with my forecast, then December, then January. So that's kind of going along with what I've been saying to a partial degree. So the 500 millibar analog for this winter, which includes all analogs, and he goes into the same years again. November through March temperature analog right there. November through March precip analog right there. And again, that kind of gives way to my idea of the snowy section of the Midwest and Northeast, and Great Lakes. So it's showing precip in its analog. So we're seeing a little bit of variance, kind of threads in between both of our forecasts, so alignment's always good. November he has temps like this, December like this, January, then February. Okay, so that's a little different because I think December's going to be cold. We'll have to see what happens. March, I don't consider that winter, but there you go. Model discussion, the 500 millibar pattern for December through February from the Euro seasonal. And again, this is 500 millibar pattern December through February from Euro seasonal. And okay, that's what it is. CFSV2 has this. I hope he gives an explanation what his thoughts are on these. Canadian looks like this. This has the center of the positives over Western Canada and less trough over the US. Notice the Euro sea level pressure pattern. Okay. Canadian and CFSV2. Okay, so they're all in alignment is what I get from that. So snow lovers may be licking their chops with what is a pronounced southern storm track. The question is how much colder will it be available? That's what I said yesterday. Remember, zonal flow we don't want. We want a kink. We want that jet stream to break apart and kink downward to get cold there. So we have this is our winter forecast of temps from the Euro, Canadian, and CFS V2. So he says the Euro and CFS V2 blend looks better. So he is going with this model, the CFS V2, as a good year for his opinion. Precip sees Euro seasonal for winter. This looks like that. CFS V2 looks like this. Canadian looks like this. Okay. So basically concludes with his forecast here. And then the CFS V2 looks like this. So yeah, that's Joe's forecast. Just want to give a brief little update on that. And again, the key here is many factors have come into alignment this winter, which makes it a pretty easy winter to forecast. And the blessing behind it is me and Joe have been doing the work, so it's not like we just hopped on it in the easy train and flipped the switch. You know, it feels good when you did the work, and it also ends up getting some good luck into it too. So, all right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Go Browns. Bye bye.